The future of one of the Golden State Warriors' most dynamic young talents, Jonathan Kuminga, is hanging in the balance, and a new report suggests he was nearly traded to a major Eastern Conference team. What was supposed to be a straightforward offseason decision has morphed into a complex puzzle, with the relationship between the player and the organization at a critical inflection point. The core of this dilemma stems from Kuminga's turbulent end to last season. After being benched by coach Steve Kerr, a move that signaled a lack of trust, Kuminga was thrust back into the spotlight following an injury to Stephen Curry. He responded by becoming the team's most potent offensive force in their second-round playoff series. This dramatic swing has created an awkward situation as Kuminga enters restricted free agency. The Warriors now have to decide whether to commit long-term to a player they previously sidelined, and Kuminga has to decide if he wants to return to a team that seemingly lost faith in him. Now, a new report from NBA insider Jake Fisher adds another layer of intrigue. According to Fisher, the Chicago Bulls have been hopeful about acquiring Kuminga in a potential sign-and-trade deal. This confirms that the Warriors have been actively listening to offers, and that a departure remains a very real possibility. The interest from a major market team like Chicago underscores Kuminga's high value around the league. However, the path to a deal with Chicago is far from simple. The Bulls are navigating their own complicated restricted free agency with guard Josh Giddey. Fisher reports that Giddey is seeking a contract in the range of $30 million annually, and the two sides remain far apart. Chicago's financial commitment to resolving the Giddey situation significantly complicates their ability to also take on a large new contract for Kuminga, making a potential deal difficult to execute. Fisher also notes that the Sacramento Kings showed significant interest before the Summer League, indicating a competitive market for the young forward. This leaves the Golden State front office at a critical crossroads. On one hand, they can trade Kuminga and acquire assets that better fit their immediate needs, capitalizing on his peak market value. On the other hand, they can commit to mending the relationship, sign him to a lucrative extension, and build around the player who showed flashes of stardom when they needed him most. It's a decision between proven potential and roster flexibility. The question for the Warriors is a difficult one. Do they pay to keep a young star whose trust they may have broken? Or do they trade him for pieces that might be a cleaner fit? Let us know what you think the Warriors should do in the comments. Ultimately, the resolution of the Jonathan Kuminga saga will be a defining moment for this era of Warriors basketball. It will reveal their priorities and set the direction for franchise as they navigate the delicate balance between their championship past and their uncertain future. In a summer dominated by blockbuster trade rumors and high-stakes negotiations, the Golden State Warriors' most significant victory might not come from a front office deal, but from the 56th pick in the NBA draft. While the focus has been on big names and veteran signings, rookie guard Will Richard has quietly been putting on a performance in the NBA Summer League that screams draft steal. The Warriors' financial situation is no secret. With over 80% of their 2025 to 26 payroll tied up in Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green, the front office is hunting for bargains. They need to find cheap, effective labor to fill out the roster, which is why they couldn't match the 2-year, $16 million deal Kevin Looney signed in New Orleans. Their most glaring vulnerability is at the point of attack on defense. With their former defensive ace Gary Payton II still a free agent and last year's attempt DeAnthony Melton recovering from a major ACL injury, the need for a tenacious perimeter defender is critical. Enter Will Richard. The 22-year-old guard, fresh off a national championship with the University of Florida, has been the standout player for the Warriors' summer squad. Through 6 games, he leads the team in minutes played, 23.9, scoring 11.5, and steals 1.7. While his three-point shot has yet to find its rhythm, his efficiency has steadily climbed since the team moved to Las Vegas, and his ability to finish at the rim has been impressive. As Warriors Summer League coach Lane Wilson told reporters, it's clear that he's starting to look a little more comfortable. But the box score only tells half the story. What makes Richard so valuable to the specific Warriors team are the intangibles. He plays with a relentless energy and possesses a natural aptitude for defense, using his 6 feet 10 inches wingspan to disrupt passing lanes and bother ball handlers. He carries himself with the composure of a seasoned player, a trait developed over 105 starts in a top-tier college program. He is precisely the kind of two-way player that head coach Steve Kerr covets. For a team desperate for a cost-controlled talent that can contribute immediately, Richard looks like the perfect solution. He fills their biggest offensive need, has the right mentality, and would likely be on one of the smallest salaries on the roster for a player taken with the 56th overall pick. He is already playing like a keeper. The final Summer League game is less a final audition and more of a confirmation of what the front office has already seen. They may have found their next great defensive specialist hiding in plain sight. Do you think Will Richard has what it takes to crack the Warriors' rotation as a rookie? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. In the search for diamonds in the rough, the Golden State Warriors may have just unearthed the biggest steal of the 2025 NBA draft.